Hoov and I are on a street tear out here. We're not going to show it too much, but Hoov just scored the first one of the day. Check this out. Nice. 1890. Check that out. Raining on us here today too. Check that out. 1890 seeded. Wow.
That's cool.
Look at that. Awesome. Totally awesome. First silver, first coin of the day, and it's an 1890. I'm going to let Hoov clean that one up. We'll get a good look at it here. We're right back. We were hoping it was going to be a halftime, but it's a really nice seeded. Hoov scores. Very, very cool. Look at that. 1890. Good job, Hoov. I have a feeling we're going to do pretty good here, hopefully. One dime. Hoov scores! Let's go get us another one. Exactly signal down here is jumping anywhere from that at 64, 65 all the way up to the 70s and that. And we're still working this road tear out here, and I got a little sprocket. What we got here? Gearing for, oh gosh, I want to say pocket watch, something like that. Nice and green. Ringing pretty good. So guys got to dig that, especially on a road tear out. Let's see what else we can find. First target, decent target, right down in here, and yanked me out an 1883 Indian. We're getting rained on and everything else out here. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. But hey, when you're finding stuff. 1883. Let's go find us some more of these. Okay, I'm getting a, this one kind of threw me off. It was right up there in that 64, 65, and they're about 3 inches down. And an old nickel. Could be silver. She's pretty shiny. Out here in the rain doing this street tear out with Hoov. Let's see what we got. Let me give her a little bath here. Huh. Like a war nickel. 19D. Let's see what year that is. $1945. Excuse me, catching a cold here. So we got a 1945 D nickel. War. Let me see if I can get that to focus in for you. They're getting all kinds of wet out here today. Does this make out the D up there? Oh boy, she's gnarly. I need to get her a good cleaning. Oh, here we go. 1945. Let's go find us another target. Getting a pretty good signal down in here, and he pulled him out. An Indian here. We're going to find out the year of it. 18. I think it was it. We might have another one right down in here, but we want to find out what this one is here first. So I'm going to give her a little work over. And the Indians in here, boy, they get beat up pretty good, but you know, we're able to make out the dates on them, and got that one cleaned up last night that I had found. Hoov and I came back today. We got rained out of here yesterday after Hoov found that seeded. I pulled up that Indian, that 1883 Indian. We went home. We were soaked like rats, and so we finally got back over here, and looks like they're turning up some fresh dirt for us down there on the other end again. 1883. We pulled that one out. We're going to let him dig that next one and get this one on film here. Like I said, kind of gnarly. But we're not complaining about pulling Indians out. That's for sure. That's not too bad. We'll clean up on that one.
First Indian.
Actually, not that. It's not that bad. Oh, you got little pieces of steel and stuff in there, iron, it looks like. 1 cent on the back. Nice. So let's see what I got junk here. Is it still in there? Or? Still there?
I'm going between 50s. Between 40s.
48, 69. Now remember, these were jumping up there at 64. They were in that 64 range. They weren't any higher than that. Let's see what we got in this one here. Keep our fingers crossed. Nope, looks like some
I
iron.
think we got some steel.
Yeah, it looks like it's some iron.
That Indian was laying right here.
And it was giving you a nasty signal, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, this was like that. This was there, and that Indian was like right here.
It's nice. It's not too bad. I mean, you get it cleaned up, but it's got that iron pieces on there. All right, let's go find us some more. Get this on film over here. Pick this up just across the street from where we're at. Who just pulled that Indian from down below here? So nice old bottle. Just found that. It was buried up to about the neck here, and I yanked her out, and it says
Hamlin's Wizard Oil.
Hamlin's Wizard Oil. Great shape. So we're pulling stuff out of here, but not as quickly as we would like. So let's go find some more
in
stuff.
here. I mean, it was jumping as high as 91 and as low as 54. So an old bridle bit. Check that out. Nice little old piece there. Very cool. Let's pull the 66 quarter out right there. So we're gonna keep on moseying down along this little stretch here. See what else.
A nice one down here right now. About a third out in the road and a half. We got ourselves a really nice print plate. Oh, check that out.
Look what it says. Look at the for a wagon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at it.
Wonder what the other steel gear road wagon.
Check that out. Here, let me get that out film. And turn it in your hand. Check this out, folks. Boy, that is an old print plate. Nice find, Hoov. I mean, that's for wagons. Not sure
That's
how
got to
many.
be from
Steel Gear Road Wagon. Oh man, that's one of the older. What were those first cars they came out with? You remember? You know, they had, instead of steering wheel, it was that arm.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Check it out. Look at the vehicle.
Oh my God. That's got to be from
That's a nice find, Hoov. Very, very cool.
Feature Rosette.
Wow. I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go over here. I got one laying right over there on the other side of my granddaughter. We're gonna go show you here real quick. Nice one, Hoov. I got a nice old rosette in here. And down there pretty deep. That's a old one there. Very cool. That's a heavy one, boy. Take my brush and brush that off.
That's why I come over here to give you your brush back. What's that stone in it? I think that's a stone.
So it was like a saddle rosette or something like that. I know it's heavy. It's made of copper. You can see that. No writing on the back there.
Hoov and his spit, right? Nothing on the back.
Nothing on the back. Check that out.
But it looks like a stone in here.
I don't know. Check that out.
Here's, looks like attached there. Or there.
We're just going right down through here. There's a lot of old stuff through here.
Look at
Some bottles and things like that. I got a piece of pottery there, busted bottles. We're gonna keep moseying along through here and
you know where that
pull some more stuff out of here.
you know where that
I was getting a great signal down in here. and we're just pulling all sorts of stuff out of this hole. We're still on that street dig. The guys that the construction guys just stopped over here and said they pulled just a ton of stuff out of this section right here in front of an old place. And Hoov got down below street level and we started pulling all this stuff out of there. That's kind of a, we figure, what, 40s, 50s type of a bottle.
Wow.
Nail. And look at this very neat cigarette compact. I mean, check that out. He's going to get that cleaned up real nice. And hold on. Construction guys coming by. Look at that. I mean, that's a nice, neat old piece there. Very cool.
Oh,
We're going to concentrate our efforts over in this area here and see what we can dig. Doing this quick wrap up from this road dig over here. We still got a lot of it, but we're going to wait for them guys to go ahead and dig up the rest of that road. We know when they're going to do it, so we are definitely going to be over there. Start out with our junk and stuff like that, and excuse me. Look at the size of this big brass. Big brass, a little bit of copper pipe in there. That sucker is heavy, man. What do you think that weighs?
About 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds,
That
probably.
sucker is huge. It's a nice one. It's some of the older stuff that we brought out of the ground over there once they lifted that pavement up out of there. A lot of old stuff like this old bridle in there. Who was really getting deep on a lot of that stuff, and we're going to get over there and take a look at some of the stuff he got out of there. But here's some of the stuff I got. A nice old collar, probably a matchbox, something like that, maybe a Tootsie. Rifle cartridges, can't get away from them. We find a lot of them on our digs and that, but this time we only found, I think, 2 or 3 of them. A lot of big chunks of lead, stuff like that, and gear sprockets. I saw that. An old piece off of like a bridle, or it could have been something. I mean, it's no rivet or anything on the back, but still. Right here, 28 gauge. Check that out. Never dug a 28 paper before. It's kind of a neat little piece right there. And to have Hoov identify my eyes are that bad. Some rivets. A little bit of leather left in that one. Pocket change. At 1966, 3 pennies. This is just a little copper button. We can't figure out what we got on that. This here, off of the top of an old apothecary jar. You can see right there, it's got the crown emblem on the inside of it. Surprised that wasn't all busted up and everything. This little piece here was an old brooch that we found in pieces, and we kept picking one at a time up out of the ground in there. So we got the whole thing, and this is the piece that went on the back. You can see where the pin would have went in there. That would have been stuck up on the back of it. I pulled out 3 old jars in there. This one here reads Paisl's Cure for Consumption. It's a nice one. Enjoy getting that. Hazeltine and Company. This one here was Hamlin's Wizard Oil. I gotta keep looking around the back side of it so you guys can see it. Like I said, I just saw the top part sticking out, so you gotta pull them out of the ground, and most of the time they're busted. This one here, Dr. J. Hostetler's Stomach Bitters. That's a nice one there. You got to get that cleaned up somehow. Cindy, Hoov's wife knows a way that we're going to go ahead and we're going to get that cleaned up. Can't see what that says. McKee and Company on that one there. But that's a nice jar. Got a little bit of rust spots on it and that. Coming down here, the man came through this time around. An old olive jar that we figured. Guys, look at this. This is that piece he dug real deep down to the original road bed down in there. And he dug forever for this and started pulling pieces out of there. Give you an inside. That's an old cigarette container. It has initials on it. We can't quite make out what it is. L&J or B&J, something like that. Right in the center here. That was a nice piece. He dug for a while on that one.
Over a foot deep.
Yeah, over a foot deep. Here we go. This is an old apothecary. I'm gonna have
Wait.
It's an old apothecary token that you would have used at what nowadays are the old drugstores, you know, the Walgreens, stuff like that. Let's see if we can turn it a little bit and get some details in there.
There, I'll let you have it.
Yeah, let me see if I can't get it to focus in there. You guys see that or not? Old apothecary token. Not sure if we can see that or not.
I can pop it out of the thing too.
Yeah, and we'll go ahead and I'll move on to the rest of the stuff here. Got this really cool token here. J. Johnson. Good for 1 5-cent drink. Got that on that street tarot. That was a nice find, Hoov. And we're still trying to look around and find out who J. Johnson was and what city he came from. That's a nice piece. Himself a 1903 Indian. Right here. Came through on the second day. Pulled himself out an Indian. That was a nice one. Got himself a bunch of Wheaties. I wasn't scoring too much on the coins and stuff that were in there, but
One's a 54, one's a 49, and the other one's a 15, 17, and 18.
who was pulling the Wheaties out of there? He was the coin guy today. Find of the day, or the find of the hunt, right there. Check that out, folks. Nice seed at 1890. He found that. It was his first target. Pulled it out. Had a bunch of kittens. Got himself all excited and that, and the hunt went out from there. We got chased out that first day. It was just raining, just downpouring us, and Hoov and I couldn't last anymore, man. We were like
Soaked to
wet
the skin.
rats. I mean, it was bad. This little bad boy here, Freeport, Illinois. How this ended up in where we were hunting at that road tear out, we haven't a clue, but this would have been the original 3-wheeled cars. Had that steering handle. Grab the handle and steer it like this type thing. This is an advertisement, an advertising plate on there for a newspaper, and then I actually looked up the advertisement. Wasn't exact, but it was still, you know, same with the writing and things like that on there. But they had a different name for the road wagon. And right now I can't even remember what the heck it was, but that was a good find there. So all in all, Hoov and I pulled a lot of stuff out of there. Had a great hunt. We weren't the first ones in there, but you know, people missed stuff and we came in and cleaned up afterwards, and we still have quite a bit of that road.
And this here was found east of my house.
Yep, that was just found
Mother's Day.
right up over here on this hillside.
Along with a 1894 Barber.
Yep, that was a great find, man. Great find. So, thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the hunt. A lot of nice stuff we pulled out. Lots of cool stuff. So, thanks a lot for coming along and watching the video, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on down the road at the next hunt. You have a great day now.